Hello, welcome to my video. I'm H.K.Darkwood, and if you don't know me, I write middle grade fantasy books and young adult. I've published one book in 2011. I'm in the progress of translating it into English from Icelandic to English, and this is my update. So guys, I'm assuming most of you that are watching these videos are either sprinting with me or thinking about sprinting with me. If you're thinking about sprinting with me, join us. It's super fun. This video, on the other hand, is just basically me giving you a lot of updates. So I just hit the midway marker for the book. I have translated half the book. At this point of time, it should be around 80K. I'm at 40K. And I have one of my lovely friends that has been sprinting with me since November, that has been beta reading as I translate. So I'm both halfway in translating the book into English and making it better, even better. It's way better, guys. It's way better. Okay, I loved the first version of my book. I loved it. But after struggling translating, I was struggling in December, really struggling, and getting little words, and just, it was brain-boggling. It was very annoying. Like I said, I'm not a trained professional in translating. I have my English I've learned over having foreign friends from English-speaking friends, following YouTube videos, watching English-speaking movies, all that stuff. So I'm not a pro, but I was making it maybe more difficult than it had to be when I was translating. So I got a helpful suggestion from a friend of mine, Tammy. Tammy, if you're seeing this, freaking adore you. And she suggested I write it like I was just writing a new book. And that is actually kind of what it was, because I wanted to give the book justice. I wanted to do it in a way that I was actually proud of it, and in the way that I wish I've given the time that I wish I had in the beginning. It was very rushed the first time around, and I kind of wanted to really give the book the love and time it needed. So I decided to take her advice and start translating with more freedom. I'm still sticking to the script, but I'm adding flares and adding conversations that I wish I should have in the beginning. And you know, it is way better. It is freaking way better. I don't know what it is. I love it. I didn't think I could love it more, but I'm at the phase where I actually love rereading the chapters. Did not do that last time. After the first 4 or 5 times, I was sick of my book. This time around, I'm editing, and I'm trying to fix it as best I can. And as of yet, we have quite a few more rereads to do. I still love it. And I find it brain-boggling. It just like, whoa. So I'm at the midway point. I'm guessing the book might be between 80K to 90K, depending on how everything goes. At the moment, I'm hoping we'll stay around 80, 85. It was 70K. It's already 10K longer than it was. But that's one of the bigger reasons for that is expressing oneself in Icelandic and expressing oneself in English is a little different. There are words and a way of expressing that you have more options in English than in Icelandic, technically speaking. Many words and how you say things, you have more options in words. And I find that exhilarating. I love the fact that I may have 2 words in Icelandic for a certain meaning, but I may have 5 or 10 versions, options in English. I freaking love it. I find it very exciting. You just getting excited by words, choosing the right word that is the right flair for what you're looking for. I find it fascinating. So I'm in translating, and every time I translate, I finish a chapter, I finish a page, I add it to my file that my beta can read over and start editing or going over. And I'm using Grammarly to help me get a better sense of what is right and all that stuff. I've been trying to use Hemingway to help me a little bit, but I haven't been using it as much as I thought I would. But I've been using Hemingway now and again when I'm translating, and Grammarly to get the grammar better. Also, I found by using those 2 tools that it helps me get a better sense of what is right or how I should sound when writing or dictating. I'm also been trying to dictate more, because I found that when I dictate, my grammar's better. When I focus on dictating, it becomes smoother. The sentences become smoother. When I'm trying to just write, I seem to be getting insecure about how things are spelled, and I choose a simpler route. While when I dictate, I don't have that problem. I just say the words. And I say what I'm thinking, and I say what I'm feeling. And if it doesn't understand it, I'm more I'm less likely to choose the easier word. Yeah, less likely to choose the easier word. There are still a lot of things that I'm learning, but I'm learning so much on this book. I think when I finally finish all 5 books, I will be able to say that I'm in a very good place ability-wise. I'm very excited to know how my progress will grow over these next 5 books. But yeah. And other thing concerning that, I'm at my midway point, is the fact that I have to start thinking about the marketing part. I've actually started the marketing part. I've actually started to plan and think about what I need to focus on, what should be my main goals, and what should be side goals if I have time. But yeah. Besides that, other news. Work is busy, so I have a full-time job. Writing during live streams, or hosting live streaming and writing, and working that full-time day job leaves little to no time for anything else. So my life is completely ruled by my day job and live streaming and writing. Sorry about that. The furry felines in this house. All the felines. But yeah. So that is kind of, yeah. I'm losing train of thought. But yeah, so my life is basically work, all day work. And I'm also finding it very funny that since I started live streaming, people have started to realize how much I work. And I find that very funny, because I've always worked a lot, and I've always been very driven towards the goals I'm working on. and tend to pile too much on my plate, more than I should, and more than is healthy. But you never kind of see it. You never see it. So when I started live streaming, I thought of it as a work tip a supervisor once gave me. He gave me advice, or told me, it doesn't matter how hardworking you are. Sometimes you need to be visible on how hardworking you are. And just like in the fact that in a certain types of jobs, people need to see how hardworking you are. It doesn't matter how awesomely hardworking you are, but if people don't see it, they kind of don't validate it. And even though you shouldn't have to validate your efforts, that live streaming has kind of been that validation for me. It's kind of weird. Suddenly hearing people going from, oh yeah, you're writing, going from oh, you're writing, you're doing it every night. I'm like, I've been working every night for a few years, not all writing, but working. But streaming has suddenly become that validation that you can go online and you see me work. It's weird. Funny, but weird. But yeah, that is my short update. Nothing much more to talk about, except I'm halfway done. I can see the end of the tunnel. I'm brainstorming ideas on how I'm going to illustrate the book, all the details I want to add in, what I should or should not do. And yeah, kind of all the plans. If I should have my paperback just plain with minor artwork in the beginning of the chapter, and have a hardback, high decorative with full of images book. That is one of the things I've been thinking about lately. I'm actually really curious if I should have a hardback full of extra stuff, artwork, information, all that kind of stuff, or I should just have them plain with some illustrations, both books. But I've always found having the hardback extra been more exciting. The reason why we get a hardback. But yeah, my brain is all over the place, all freaking over the place. And I think I'm just in minor shock that the book is so close, that there's a big possibility if I work hard that I will be able to finish translating this book in 3 weeks. I'm not putting the pressure, just to put it out there. I am not putting the pressure on myself to finish this book in 3 weeks, translating. I've translated 40K. I have likely about 40K left. I am not putting that pressure on myself. If I don't finish during camp, that is okay. I am going to finish this book this year, and I'm going to publish this book this year. Hopefully book 2 also. But the focus is finishing and publishing the quality I wish I did in 2011. That is the main goal. So I'm not going to be putting any special deadline. I want to be sure that I'm as happy as I can be with this book. So far, I'm very satisfied with the text portion of it as what is so far. And after minor edits and stuff like that comes with writing a book, it's going to be even better. But I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I think I won't start putting any pressure on myself to finish it in a certain deadline, except for the year, until I've worked out the kinks in writing in a language that is not my mother tongue. That's also the thing, because I want to do this right as a foreign author, as a person that does not have the English language as a first language. So And I'm doing the thing that usually you would pay a professional to write in a language that is not your first. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, just random thoughts, ponders, stuff like that. So, yeah. Tell me what to think. What do you think? I'm at least very happy that I'm finally at the halfway point. I thought I would never get there. I was actually starting to, in February, I was doubting. I was heavy doubting because I was going so freaking slow. But the more I dictate, the more I get the hang of dictation, even though I do have to edit a lot because I'm using the basic dictation on my phone, the iPhone 5, instead of using a real dictation software that evolves and learns. I'm just using that. So I have to make sure my voice is clear, that I'm saying the words right, but I'm still adding a bunch, but it's still making the process easier and faster with better quality. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's going so much better than I ever expected, and I'm finally making some breakthroughs, and I'm finally making great progress. I'm at the middle of the book. I'm writing a book that is 80K. I never expected it to be 80K. The original manuscript was 40K. I'm not sure if it was even 40K. It was that the first fast draft of this book was very short for what I was thinking. I expected the book to be maybe 50, maybe 60K, maybe, but 80K? Like, it's a middle grade book. I didn't expect it for it to be so long. How would the other books be? Holy crap. I'm sorry. Anyways. Yeah. I needed to talk about this. I really needed to talk about this. Get it out of my brain so I can stop obsessing over it and just focus on my writing. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you watched so far, I hope you like this video. Subscribe to this channel and join me on my many live streams. I love live streaming. I love encouraging you guys to do your best to be creative and get stuff done and be your little cheerleader in the corner. That little voice from Iceland that cheers you on to greatness, because I know you can be great. I know that you are extraordinary. I know we can do amazing things. The only thing we have to remember is not to give up, keep working at it, and just stick by it. Just do you, stay true. Doesn't matter what any other person says. Just stay true to you. You are glorious. Anyways, thanks so much. See you later. And if you're a friend who might be interested in this video, please share. Love you guys. See you later.